scene that we decided to do was Act 1, Scene 5. And Act 1, Scene 5 consists of Hamlet and the ghosts. Hamlet and the ghosts talk about the death of Hamlet's father. And this is related to family because this really sees what Hamlet's going to have to do or what revenge he's going to take for his father's death. It also gives him an outlook or a perspective on how his family really is and what they're capable of.
Where are you taking me? Speak.
Listen to me.
I will. Poor ghost.
Don't pity me. Just listen carefully to what I have to tell you.
Speak. I'm ready to hear you.
You must be ready for revenge too when you hear me out.
What?
I'm the ghost of your father, while during the day I'm trapped in the fires of purgatory.
Oh, God.
Listen. If you ever loved your poor dear father,
Oh, God.
take revenge for his horrible murder, that crime against nature.
Murder?
I'm glad you're eager.
Tell me about it so I can take revenge right away.
With his clever words and fancy gifts, he seduced my seemingly virtuous queen, persuading her to give in to his lust.
I knew it. My uncle.
Oh, Hamlet, how far she fell. She went for me, who loved her with the dignity and devotion that suits a legitimate marriage.
Yes, by God. Oh, evil woman. Oh, you villain. You damn smiley villain. So, uncle, there you are now. It's time to deal with the vow I made to my father.
The scene that we decided to do was Act 3, Scene 2. And this is where Hamlet talks to Horatio about what he saw in the actual play. The play within the play. And he talks about if you saw certain stuff to pick up if the ghost was really telling the truth or not. So basically he just gets hints from the play, within the play, to find out if Claudius really killed his father or not. And if he will take revenge or not on his father's death.
Oh, Horatio, I bet you $1,000 that the ghost was right. Did you notice?
Yes, I did, my lord.
When the actors were talking about poison?
I watched them very closely.
Aha!
Act 1, Scene 3 is basically a conversation between Ophelia and her father, Polonius. We picked this scene because we thought that it was a good description that describes a family. The reason for that is because in this scene, Polonius seems to care a lot about his daughter Ophelia in a way where he's telling her to stay away from Hamlet because he doesn't want her to get heartbroken. Obviously, Ophelia kind of doesn't want to do that because she loves Hamlet, but at the same time, she has to listen to his father. And that's why Polonius takes advantage of that to tell her to stay away from him because he doesn't want her to get heartbroken or anything. This was a good comparison between families as well because we wanted you guys to see how Ophelia and Polonius's and Laertes' family, they worked, you know, they cared about each other, they had like a lot of love in their family, and how their family was still, you know, perfectly fine. And then how it compares to Hamlet's family because Hamlet had a family where he would fight a lot, he would argue a lot, he hated his uncle, his mother after his father's death. So it just kind of shows a comparison from like a good family and kind of like a bad family and why the reasons are like that.
Let me tell you, Ophelia.
Something about Hamlet?
Go. A good thing he did. My God, I've heard Hamlet's been spending a lot of time alone with you recently, and you've made yourself quite available to him. If things are the type, the way people tell me they are, and they are only telling me this to warn me, then I have to say you're not conducting yourself with the self-restraint of a daughter of mine show. What's going on between you? Tell me the truth.
He's offered me a lot of affection lately.
Affection? That's nothing. You are talking like some innocent girl who doesn't understand the ways of the world.
I don't know what to believe, Father.
Then I'll tell you, believe that you are a foolish little baby for believing these offers. Are something real, offer yourself more respect.
Father, he's always talked about love in honorable fashion.
These vows are just trap for stupid birds. Don't mistake that for true love. From now on, you're going to spend less time with him. Ophelia, don't believe his low vow.
And he's made the holiest vows to me. to back up what he says.
To put it plainly, don't waste your time with Hamlet. Do as I say, not come with me.
Act 3, Scene 2, Hamlet talks about the play within the play and how his uncle may react in his brother's killing. This connects to family because this is also a big push to revenge his father's death and to actually find out if his uncle was guilty of the murder of his brother.
He poisons the king in his own garden to get the kingdom for himself. The king is getting up. What? Is he scared of a gun that only fired a blank?
My lord, how are you feeling?
Stop the play!
Act 3, Scene 4 is basically a conversation between Gertrude and Hamlet. This is a conversation where Hamlet basically just lets all his feelings out about what he's been thinking about his mother since his father died. He tells her how she has disrespected his father by marrying his husband's brother. And that's basically what the whole conversation and scene is about. That leaves, after Hamlet tells that to his mother, that leaves his mother kind of thinking and feeling guilty about herself. And that's all we're representing, which how a family can get so messed up that they end up hurting each other emotionally.